yes.
Was I?
At least that's what my notes are telling me. I could be wrong.
I think it was the week before that, so yeah. Nope, I was the week before that.
Okay,
My journal's the last one.
I have notes for Wednesday last week. I don't have notes for Tuesday last week.
Yeah, at least on my scribe from 322, I have Betha.
Let's see.
It looks like scribe, I didn't realize. I apologize.
I'm trying to go back and see when the last. So the last Theo. Yeah, it looks like the last 2 times that Theo has posted, Beryl has posted right after. So I think that is consistent.
I can give you a quick summary if I could get inspiration.
I took no notes.
We
I did
pretty
not
much
know I was scribe. I wouldn't have volunteered on Wednesday if I knew I had to write one for Tuesday last week.
Scribe order according to the pin is Betha, Donnie, Beldani, Zalia, Theo, which would start again over with Betha.
Yes, there may have just been a mix-up then. It's fine. So, does anyone have notes from last week?
We had a shopping episode and started our planning for our amazing Fortress of Awesomeness.
I mean, yeah.
You know what? I was late last week. Remember, my class ran over, and I told you guys to start without me. So maybe it was discussed before I got online.
That would have been what made all the confusion happen.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I forgot to.
We might have forgotten to declare.
I'm sorry, guys.
Another one.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's fine. I mean, mix-ups happen. So yeah, if no one has notes from last week, that is basically what happened. There was here. Let me grab my notes. My
do you think that
secret notes.
I can do it. I have a more in-depth recollection. I think we began with Theo knocking on the door to Ivor's room after having concluded their shopping, and he knocked. I asked who it was. He said, "Just open the door," and I was like, "Oh, that's Theo." I did, in fact, open the door, and Theo was met with the sight of myself and also Professor Azalia Havenhart, and he quickly got a little giddy, and we were like, "Nonsense, her ankle, clearly, look at it." And he was like, "Yep, okay, sure." And I believe that she was then escorted upstairs to the suite that the party has to convene with Betha and get some treatment for her ankle, because it was properly sprained and fucked up. She spent some time up there. Theo did as well with Betha. Ivor spent some time just in his room doing his own thing. I believe that Donnie spent much of the session basically flexing around town, just doing free squats all over the place. After a little bit of time, we came all together downstairs for some dinner. I think that is where we saw Beldani perform, and Zalia had many ciders. There was an arm wrestling involved with what was it called? It's Havenhart's Helping Hand or something. Yep, Havenhart's Helpful Hand. And I actually don't recall who won that. Donnie? Yeah, of course you did.
Donnie was so upset that you don't remember who won.
Good thing he's not here. After that, I think that we may have split up, one at a time. I think certainly Donnie was the last one out of there because he was one to, just keep drinking and having a good time. We went up to not the estate, the suite for a little bit of time and discussed next steps, I think. And Zalia had some brandy with Betha, because Betha is always having brandy. In the morning, we attended to some other business. Betha and myself and Theo went over to the Temple of Palor to attempt to put to rest. I forget his first name. Starts with a D, though. Mr. Orbrow Senior, and Corvus. And we gave the priest there some inscriptions for the headstones, and then went back to the marketplace, or back to the inn, and then myself and Theo went to go find some ingredients for a project that he's working on. I think we were looking for a. You did, yep. Yes, Zalia did come along as well, and we were looking for a sizable ruby, some nice ebony wood, and after that, went back to the tavern again. We actually had a
Did we
fairly
get a ruby?
No, because we couldn't find
No.
anything that was nice enough. Yeah. While we were there, we basically had a conversation amongst ourselves about the possibility for conflict or tension between Beldani and Elodie, because he was very clear about what would happen if she chose to continue involving herself with necromancy, and allegedly she has. And Beldani reiterated his intention to basically unalive her if he saw her again. And that still, we're sort of on the fence about what the best move is there, or at least the three of us were in the marketplace, and we spent some time thinking about what we would do if a situation came up before we had all the information that we wanted to concerning Beldani and Elodie. Obviously, the ideal situation would be that we wouldn't be forced to make a decision until we knew all the facts. But if there was a situation where we didn't, I think we elected that diffusion without violence would be the answer, which, as Theo suggested, might result in somehow, like, I don't know that entangling is the right word, but suppressing Beldani. Fortunately, he was not around to hear said conversation, but we hope it doesn't come to that in any case. And then we came back to the inn, and we basically decided, all right, I think that this Elodie business bears immediate attention. Let us dip out to Chiron's library. I think that we went down to what is it called? The room with the golems in it, and we yeeted over to the library itself, and I think have started making our way out of there.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we had a conversation with.
We
them
walked
here,
across.
and we were
We didn't
we were going to teleport.
That's right. No, we walked to, or we teleported to the cathedral and then walked to the library. Yeah.
No, we teleported into the cathedral and we had a chat with Demi Prime, and then I suggested we walk to Chiron, but you guys suggested that it'd be better to teleport. I can't remember why, but we decided to teleport, and we were about to teleport when we called it.
Oh, it's because some people who were told not to come into the below came into the below, and we haven't heard from Chiron in a while, so people got spooked on the whole, if they heard Chiron, we burn everything.
Yeah, and I think it was like a time thing, like we didn't want to, we wanted to get right there.
Now, did you, thank you for the recap, by the way. Is that all from your notes, or were you going from what you remember?
I'm going from what I remember.
Alright, I was going to say if you had those in notes, you could probably put those in journal for last week, but alright, that's fine.
I certainly would be happy to make one. Probably after the session, I'll journalize it.
Alright, great. Yeah, if you want to do that, you can get an extra inspiration point for sure.
Music to my ears.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So, yeah, I think that was pretty much all the beats. I think there was one thing I wanted to mention. The only thing that you didn't mention was there was, it seemed like there was another group here now called Azali's Avengers.
Yes.
But you don't know much about them. They seem to have been working with Elodie.
Yeah, I think we discovered that when we were speaking to either the Warforged, or I feel like we had a conversation with the Azmira about this. Maybe not.
We haven't talked to the Azmira yet.
Okay.
We only talked to Demi, and after finding out Azmira or Softspire went below whenever they weren't supposed to, we headed straight for here.
Yes, that's right. Yep.
Yeah, it
I think we
was.
also want to look at the force wall with a mouth now that we have disintegrate.
Yes.
Yep, I think we heard that they had taken care of, well, quote, allegedly taken care of the Alhoun problem, and we're like, well, that's good for now. I guess we'll trust that is the case. I do think that I made some sort of check to recall information about them, since I was familiar with the capital and remembered that they were, as far as
Yeah.
I had heard, pretty honorable. So they're not like a bunch of dicks.
The
Yeah.
Alhoun? Wait,
No,
brain
no,
interpreted that way wrong.
As
The
the other heroes that are here that were helping deal with the Alhoun.
Sorry, bit out of it. On medication.
That's fine. So, I was going to have you all just getting to the library, as you see on the map.
We'd be popping in through there if we teleported.
Oh, that's right. You said you were teleporting. Alright, so if you're teleporting, you would be at the teleporter. So yeah, you'd get here. Things look as they did when you last left.
Idea. We make a shop and have Chiron be the shop owner.
What do you want to do?
So we come into Chiron's back room, yeah?
Yeah, his this is the treasure area where he first gave you those items that you used to fight against the dragon and the Shadowlord.
Yeah, that prosthetic limb and those items, those weird items, really, really helped. The staff of bird calls.
There's
What
also
else was
treasure there, but yes,
Yeah.
apparently
Yeah.
King Thal was a strange individual.
Did anything look different in here from last time we were here, apart from, creating this board?
I don't believe so. I mean, the room still looks kind of cracked and messed up, but you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Chiron, are you here? We're here.
A voice says, "Welcome, friends. It's been a while." And,
Sorry.
Oh, thank God.
We should have warned you that we were coming.
I sensed the teleporter in use. I figured it was you. None of the Warforged have used the Hollow to visit me.
Oh, I was hoping Nimble would at least. He seems very curious.
So, Chiron is sitting there with several books floating around him as usual. You see a couple of new ones that, you're guessing he may have gotten access to new books from somewhere.
Ooh, what are the new books?
Some of the Warforged gave me some books in return to access to my library. They are mostly books on forging techniques and old, what's it called? Old Tharian Empire lore.
Tharian.
After you're done with all those books, may I borrow them? They sound amazing.
Would I know that Tharian, is that the dwarven culture that's below, that we haven't gotten to that level of the keep yet?
Yeah, the Tharian Empire was the large, sprawling 12th century dwarven empire that existed on this continent. It's all stuff you've seen already. I just never put a name to it before.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yes.
Well, it's funny you should mention that, because I think one of the things we want to do now is to try to go down to that part of the keep and perhaps see if we can find out what's there.
Also, Chiron, do you have any interest in Metal Body? Being able to leave the library?
It could be useful, but I've been busy with certain research topics. There's been a lot that's happened since last you've all been here. I don't know if you've spoken to anyone.
So far, only Demi Prime. We found out some living folk came down into the tunnels.
Says yes, although more disturbing would probably be Elodie's rise in power.
I heard that she was in control of the ghouls. Is there more to it than that?
Not yet. She finished her research, and she was able to take them from the mind flayers. And with the help of these new heroes, they were able to drive the Alhun back deep underneath into the undercaves, and possibly even into the deep below. So the mind flayers may no longer be an issue, but we have not confirmed this yet.
So they just pushed them down further? They didn't actually deal with them?
They attacked their forces below, which is part of how Elodie was able to gain control of the ghouls. And during the attacks, the Alhun retreated.
Any chance you know if they found a sword?
He says, I was not there. This is just what I was told, and I don't know what they found. They've claimed that the Alhuns have retreated, their forces are broken, and they will no longer be a threat, at least for the time being. A bit of a bold claim, if you ask me. As
very bold.
Alhuns are very powerful and could very well make a re-emergence at some point.
Perhaps when we speak with them, we can get a bead on their assertion ourselves. Maybe if we hear it come from their mouths, we'll be able to determine whether or not we believe it to be true as well.
Indeed. He says, other than that, not much has happened. As you stated, there was some strange activity in the tunnels below. It seems as if there are humans down there, though the Izmira have denied that their people were down there.
They weren't supposed to be.
Could be Softspire.
Could be someone else. Best we take a look, I think.
Indeed.
Agreed.
Wait, in the troll tunnels?
I believe
Master
it was
Chiron.
in the undercaves.
Master Chiron, is your impression that Elodie is still working well with you and your mistress and the Warforged? I mean, are you worried?
Slightly worried. She seems to be turning into quite the formidable necromancer. I have not spoken to her as much as of late, but I don't have a reason to believe she is hostile or planning anything against us, but I've found that power and power over the undead do sometimes lead to a warping of one's mind.
So, she has not yet...
Go ahead, sorry.
Go ahead. She has not yet then done anything untoward with her control over these ghouls?
No, but she has acquired quite a bit of power.
Suppose then we'll just have to keep an eye on her for the moment.
Yeah. Perhaps she's not the only one. I wonder, Master Chiron, could we... I think we want to take a look around briefly, but while we're here, would it be all right if we were to sort of bunk with you again? It seems to be the safest place in here.
As always, you are welcomed in my library. The rules remain the same. Do not touch or steal the books, but I don't think I have to tell you that.
Not at all.
Okay. Do not steal the books and do not break the books. You can touch them.
So look at the others. Do you think we should go and... Because it's about... You said it's like 7 at night now?
It is... Sorry, I was looking through my notes. Calendar. Yeah, it's about 7 in the evening at this point. Since you teleported, yeah, it's still about that time.
Do you think we should go and have a quick look around, or do you think we should rest and go in the morning?
Let's go look at the talking wall.
I would think we have plenty of time to have a look around. I think it would be best to speak to this other band of adventurers sometime in the morning tomorrow, but I think our priority should be figuring out who these humans are that have broken the agreement.
I quite agree. I would say that our highest priority should be figuring out who they are and what they're doing here. So, unless anybody particularly needs a rest, I would opt for moving out, well, now.
All right. Well, lead the way.
Where are you headed to?
We are headed down below. Well, we are headed where we have information that the unknown humans are.
Oh, into the undercaves?
Yep.
Perhaps we should make our way to the vault. I'm rather curious to make sure that hasn't been disturbed.
That seems prudent. Yes, perhaps we should.
Give me one moment. I'm just looking at something. So I'm looking at my notes. What had you done to try to secure the vault?
Did a bunch of stone shapes until we were satisfied that it was well hidden.
All right. Okay. So, how do you want to get down to the vault? What route do you want to take? You don't have to physically walk there.
What are our choices again? There's
the
stairs.
choices, yes.
So the easiest way is, and let me just double check that this group did that. I believe was the glass sphere teleportation, which was opened up by Lyra when you first got down there. If I'm thinking of the correct thing, so let me double check that.
I was going to say, I don't remember the glass sphere, but I also came into the game mid exploration of this.
Oh, that's right. You guys
Dungeon.
went down through the flooded tunnels, how you initially got down there, right?
Yes. We had the Alhoun drain the tunnels so that we could.
Yes, and then they flooded them again. So I think the only way for this group to get down there is through the undercaves, which unfortunately is a bit of a trip.
Right, but we were planning on exploring the undercaves anyway because that's where the unknown humans supposedly have been.
Yeah.
According to Chiron.
So I think the only way this group has to access the undercaves is to climb into one of the pits. Unless there's a different way.
Don't we know how to drain the passages the way the Alhoun's did for us?
Oh, you want to use the pumps again?
I was just asking if that was an option. I don't remember exactly.
You don't know, actually. Do you want to try to go turn the pumps on again?
I mean, I know that they drained the passages, and that's how we went down through all the troll tunnels while they were drained. So that would be like the way we've gone before, right?
Yeah, well, they were reflooded afterward by the Alhoun, so you can go up to the pump and try to turn it on again.
Gotcha. What did you say, Zalia?
Well, in character, I would say I'm a bit worried about turning the pump on. It's rather loud. I'll turn to Chiron. Master Chiron, can you think of a better way for us to get downstairs than the flooded tunnel?
Well, the only way I know of to get down there is probably through one of the cracked foundations. I believe you had mentioned several pits that opened up as you traveled through the keep. Those holes should still be open, so with a rope and some care, you could climb back in. Otherwise, the easiest way would be to use the pumps to undrain, or to drain the troll tunnels and go through there again.
All right. I'll look to everybody. perhaps that's the best way to proceed then.
I agree, Professor, that the pumps are probably not the... We don't want to alert anyone to our presence unnecessarily.
Through the holes it is then.
Alright, so the closest hole is this one. So I'll say that you go over there. Does the group have ropes and grappling hook?
Yes.
So one thing you could do is you could just set up a rope here with a piton. Well, actually a couple of pitons hammered in just to secure it, and then it would just be there. I believe it is a 200-foot drop to get down there, if you want to do it that way. So you need 200 feet of rope, and I'd say like maybe 4 or 5 pitons to secure it. And then it would just be there, and I could mark it on the map as a way you could go.
I think that Jarvis stepped AFK to take his medicine, but I know he has pitons.
Yeah,
sure he does.
I'm pretty sure he also has at least 150 feet of
He's
rope.
got a lot of rope, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
Pellet rope.
So when he gets back, I will have him spend the rope and pitons. Go ahead and pull yourselves into this room for the moment. Actually, I'm just going to mark the rope on the map then, so you all can see it there.
Can you ping again, because I was zoomed in.
Oh, didn't it go over there automatically? It's over here.
It moved me.
It did, I don't know.
Okay, well, that's fine. So anyway... yeah, the rope is set, so you get out the rope, you go ahead and kind of hammer the pitons in to secure it, and is there a way... I mean, it's a pretty easy climb. I'm trying to think if there's a way you could just make it so you'd never have to roll athletics again. I guess you could make like a rope ladder or something.
Yeah.
How much rope do you have?
You could probably knot the rope.
A lot.
Oh yeah, I guess you could knot it too. That would make it
Way easier.
well, yeah, way easier. So
Down would probably be easier than up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
for
that
sure.
when it comes to how I forget what it's called, but there's a magical rope that shortens it's like a 50-foot rope that shortens itself by 10 feet if you knot it. So we'll say maybe you need 20% more rope to do the thing if you knot it. So instead of 200 feet, we need 240 feet if we do knots.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And with the like 5 pitons to secure it, it would just sit there. So we'll say like maybe 250 feet. And when Jarvis gets back, we'll just spend that. All right. So
You took all your rope, bud.
yeah, I'm assuming he's not going to mind using it, but we'll say. Yeah, we'll say it takes like about a half an hour to set this rope up, make the knots, hammer it in, so you now have a reliable way to get down there, which leads you into the areas below, which are... Oh, did I never do a map with you guys for the Undercaves?
The part where we were getting close to Mother Claw.
I don't think we went down there. I think she came up, right?
No, you went down there. Maybe I did. Maybe. Oh,
yeah, we went down, but I think we did theater
Maybe
of mind for a while.
Yeah.
we did
we
Theater
got...
of Mind, yeah.
So since then, I did make a map. So let me grab that, just in case you ever want to do some adventuring down there. Not like a dungeon map, but like a kind of overworld map for the Undercaves. There it is. All right, one moment. So that is the Misfits. which this will be black for you, but I'll give you some places since you have been down here before. That's weird. Did that not reveal?
I do not see any reveal. I saw a ping.
Nor do I.
Let me see what's going on here. Oh, that's why. Because distance. What about now?
I just saw another ping.
Same here.
Oh, I'm dumb.
There we go.
I was on the wrong layer. Alright, so you kind of have this area mapped out.
That's right, I think Celia was making her maps all along.
I was.
We had
maps
been
impeccable.
somewhere near the silver mines down here, I believe.
Yeah, so you have a bunch of stuff mapped out, which I'll kind of reveal. So you definitely gone to where Adora was and fought her.
Oh yeah, that's right, Adora. I forgot her name.
The cool mother. And you sort of had some areas around where the flooded place was. But, okay, and you also had gone to the Night Weather Vault. Or the Vault. I don't think we have a name for it.
Back, and we do need to study what's in that vault, too. That is one of the big things.
So
Jarva,
Theo...
we couldn't do what we wanted because we didn't have any pythons or rope.
Yeah.
Eh?
We were... So they were trying to set up, like, a permanent rope ladder to get down here easier, and they wanted to spend 250 rope and 5 pitons. Can you accommodate that?
Y'all want to take my rope?
You sons
Yes,
of a
please.
bitches.
You love giving us your...
Yeah, I do love to give my rope. Yeah, that's fine. I just need to buy double the length whenever we get to a market.
Alright, so that was used to set that up. That's fine.
I'm like a Hydra, but with rope. Every time I lose some, I double the amount.
You never know
So
when you're going to need 2,000 feet of rope.
the group comes down here. You're at this point right now. And are you going to try to explore looking for these humans, or are you just going to head right to the vault and see what's going on there?
Do we have anybody who can look around and see if there are footprints or anything from recent activity down here?
I could do a survival check.
Right.
But, I mean, I think we want to head toward the vault, but we definitely want to be looking for signs of troops.
Alright, so you're headed there, but keeping an eye out for tracks. Yeah, alright.
I think so.
Give me a d20 roll, someone.
All right.
Okay. So you are traveling through the undercaves, making your way towards the vault. What is the highest passive perception for the group? And you're using Zalia's map, right? You're not pathfinding. You're using the map she drew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, y'all said 250 feet of rope?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was 200 for the drop, and you knotted the rope, and you used 5 pitons to secure it. So those are attached back at the dungeon.
Alright, I have to pull off my 2 rope patches from really useful items, and that'll have it covered.
All right.
Nobody else is carrying.
Y'all made me use patches
Yeah, we might be able
for
to.
a ladder!
Don't use those because they
Yeah,
can come in handy later.
Is nobody else carrying
um,
rope?
Let's see.
Can anyone add to the rope fund?
This is like the only character where I don't have a rope, so.
It's okay, guys. I can try and bug Lou to let me make more patches later. Look, we can buy more rope. I have a bag of holding on me, and plenty of room to fit rope.
Rope is cheap. You just have to get
we might
access
have
to
some
a
rope in
market
the
to
bag of
buy it.
holding. Let me check.
Wait, actually, if somebody else does have rope to use, please use some of it. I need to have at least some rope left for a rope trick. In case of emergencies, a safe
Yeah.
space for an hour is good.
I have 50 feet of silken rope, so
Beldani can donate to the rope
contribute.
fund.
He's got posh rope.
Silken, he's got the
He's got the
That's
fancy rope.
expensive
Money
rope!
bags.
He wanted to make sure his rope was good for all uses.
It's so nice on the fingers when you climb.
Alright,
There's
so I'm
no
gonna
rope
use...
in our bags, but maybe next time we go to the market, we should get that sort of thing and put it in the bag.
more
Yep.
rope. It's almost like I
Or in the
said I was
hole.
gonna buy more rope and everybody went,
room.
no, don't do that!
Well, we could also put it in the portable hole since it doesn't take up a whole lot of room, and that would negate the weight. Because isn't rope a little bit heavy if you start really stacking
If
it
I
up?
could, I would wrap it around my body like a mummy.
Just be rope man. That's your superhero.
Hey. Alright, so I have 1 patch left for whenever we need rope trick, and because of Bell, the rest is covered. Alright. And 5 pitons, correct?
Yes, and 5 pitons. So, as you are moving through the tunnels, Beldani, I believe you have the high perception, right?
yes, 20.
Now, question, are you using a light source, or are you moving through the darkness?
I would assume we have a light source since neither Basin nor the professor can see in the dark.
Faith has got hers out unless someone tells her to put it away.
And that's a light spell?
It's our rings, continual light rings.
Continual
all
flame
right.
rings.
Then flame ring. Alright, so as you're moving through the caves, Beldani, you are distracted by what looks like signs of passage. As you go over, you indeed find some scratches and a place where it looks like some dirt was kicked. It looks like someone has been moving through these corridors. That is not a ghoul.
Professor, perhaps it looks like we may have our tracks of our humans who've been wandering through here. Do you want to check these out? See if we can figure out which direction they went, maybe how many there are?
Yes. Capital idea, Beldani. Let me just cast Enhance Ability on myself before I do that. So I will cast Enhance Ability on myself.
Alright.
Or, what would that be? Wisdom.
Well, what are you trying to do? Survival? Yeah, that would be wisdom.
Yeah, so I'm going to cast second level. Let's see.
Owl's wisdom.
Thank you. Owl's Wisdom. And that will give me advantage on the survival check.
Alright. So you use survival as you examine these tracks for more information. 14. Excuse me. So it looks like it was a group of 7 or so individuals. You would guess the tracks are probably somewhere between, with a 14, probably somewhere between like a couple hours and maybe like a day old. So they're not that old. They were made fairly recently.
Are they all humanoid? Like no claws or anything like that? Boots?
They are boots, yes. Booted footprints.
Any super big ones? Or like, can I tell anything about them? Like a bunch of halflings, bunch of Goliaths?
You would guess they are medium sized, so at least humanoid, like elf to maybe orc sized. But it's hard to tell specifics with the 14.
And which direction do they seem to be heading in?
This group, when they made these tracks, were heading northeast of you into a different tunnel. And it looks like they were coming from the south.
Is northeast of us toward my understanding of where the vault is from where we are?
No, the vault is southeast. So they
They seem like they might have been coming from the vault area or from a different area of south.
So south could be a few things, like Adora's old lair is south. There are caves that go down there that you haven't explored, but that isn't towards the flooded troll areas, which are over here.
Okay.
At one point, Lou, you said what she could tell with a 14. Is there anything extra that maybe Basic could, like, kind of peering over Zalia's shoulder, watching her work, like maybe point out to her?
So if you take a look with a 23, and you have that trained, right?
Yes.
You think this was made within the last 2 hours, and you think they were moving fairly quickly. You don't think they were running, but they were moving swiftly through the tunnels, which would make you guess that they knew the way. They were definitely not exploring.
All right, so she points out a couple things to you, Zalia, to help you kind of augment your theories.
I don't see anything sign of anything chasing them, Auntie. Do you?
Not that I can tell, no.
All right. Well, I suppose we could follow them if it's just 2 hours difference, but I'm rather nervous about the vault with them down here. I would really rather make sure that it's all right.
But Lou, you said they do seem to be headed in the opposite direction of the vault?
Yeah, the vault is southeast. They came from the south, and they are heading northeast.
Well, while I do wish to go and check the vault to know of its status, the truth is that if this party is on its way after having looted the vault or accessed the vault somehow, then following them would be the better path anyway, would it not?
We did close the vault, correct?
If they haven't looted the vault, then
yeah, so the group sealed the vault with stone-shaped casts. I don't remember exactly how many, but you...
I know that both Faith and Zalia worked on it. So
their tracks were not coming from the direction of the vault, though that's what they said.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, that was just me trying to keep everything straight inside of my head of what's going on down here.
Yeah, there's also not really anything they could loot from the vault. The only things in there, as I recall, are one additional mobile pillar and the gigantic platform that we think is a portal to the Shadowfell.
Right. Well, we
sent Gildas through that.
Gildas sent himself through that.
Aw, man, he's leading a rebellion in Bell's Land. Probably trying to find his mom.
Do we think that arch goes to Bell's Land? I thought it went to the Nightweather city, or the first city.
Oh,
or
right,
whatever.
You're right. We don't know where it goes. I'm sorry.
Oh, I hope it went to the first city. Gildas is definitely dead. He said the wrong thing to the wrong person.
Either way,
you just say Gildas is definitely dead with a giddy chuckle.
He tried to sleep with the wrong person or something. Like, if he went to something that I'm assuming is the most dangerous place ever, he got in some trouble. He might have smooth talked his way out of it, because he could, after a level, could roll minimum 30 on persuasion. So things might have thought he was just charming, but he doesn't keep his mouth shut.
Either way, both of those things, I mean, I don't know that they could have carried the pillar out. I suppose they might have had to trick the way we did, but the platform, they certainly didn't go into it, because here they are.
Sure. But that's what I'm saying, though. If they got into the vault, then there's nothing we can do about it now, but maybe follow them, find out what their intent is, find out what they're in a hurry about. If they didn't get into the vault, then we don't need to worry about the vault for the moment.
If we use Enlarge Reduce on the platform, we can fit it in the portable hole, correct?
Well, we did it on the pillars, and it barely fit in the portable hole. Because remember, the Enlarge Reduce doesn't last very long. So we just needed it long enough to pick it up and put it in. But I don't.
The portable hole was super full at that time, though, and it's not anymore.
We've made room now.
Okay.
So we should at least gather that up so we can get to somewhere that is safer, like the War Forged or the labs.
If they're already 2 hours ahead of us and we're going to turn the other way and go to the vault, then we may not have any chance of following these tracks, which might be fine. I just, is that what we're thinking is the priority?
My assessment is that if they're going to be a problem, we'll probably run into them again. And if they're not going to be a problem, perhaps they're already gone and they won't come back. Perhaps that's a little bit optimistic of me, but...
My vote is secure what we know is here first, and then play friendly with the other party once we know the necessary stuff is safe.
All right.
But everybody else has to say too.
Yeah, so I'll look over at Donnie and Ivor and see if they have thoughts on their faces.
Thoughts on their faces. What was the proposal?
Either we follow the mercenaries, which
the tracks that we assume are, yeah.
Or we go to secure the vault and just let the mercenaries, if they're going to be a problem, we'll run into them again.
I would say that, granted, I don't know. I've not been to the vault myself, I don't believe. But based on your telling, it seems the way that there isn't necessarily anything that they could readily take from it that would be a concern. So in light of this, I would say that perhaps our best option would be to follow the mercenaries themselves, and if they have acquired anything from the vault or elsewhere that they shouldn't have, certainly they will have it on them. And if not, then, well, we still have the opportunity to question them about what they are doing down here. If it is Asmira or Softspire, and if it is someone else, then we'll have the opportunity to find out again who they are, where they come from, and what their intention is underneath these caves, and frankly, how they fucking got here.
There's still the potential of the power crystal in the slab that they could have tried looting. That's one of the main things worried about. But yeah,
I hadn't thought of that. Well, we should go right away.
If they did take it, then they have it, and we better follow.
We don't.
We would have grounds to tell them, hey, that is ours. It was part of the agreement of leave it the hell alone.
Sorry, what were you saying about take what?
Oh, the shadow crystal that's powering
the shadow crystal that was still wedged inside of the slab.
Into the big teleporter?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we left it with Gildas. The biggest one we had.
Oh, I thought that was absorbed by that platform to partially
power absorbed the smaller ones. We left Gildas with 3 of them. It absorbed 2 and left the largest of the 3 we left with them.
Yeah, we left the biggest one we had. The big one we found outside.
We still have the egg one, don't we?
No, I looked it up when we were talking about it last time. And down at the bottom.
That may have been a mistake by me then, because anything you put into the big platform would have been absorbed by it. So it should have been absorbed by it, but if I said it didn't, we could play it that way, or we could play it that it got absorbed. It's your call.
The Dragon's Lair one is the one that Gildas had. Well, we came back to it after Gildas disappeared and Ioculus disappeared, so we would have seen if it was gone when we came back at that time.
If it was meant to absorb all of them whenever they were put in and stuff, then we can retcon that whenever we went back there.
Yeah, that's fine. So we wouldn't be worried about that now.
Yeah, that's what I was...
Theo needs to research that blue crystal ASAP!
Indeed. So yeah, what does the group want to do? What are you thinking?
It sounds split to me. I hear some people say follow the mercenaries, and I hear other people saying let's go secure the vault.
I was wanting to mainly just use a large reduce on the platform and get it put away for now, but we can come back to it if you want to just chase after mercenaries.
How would we know if they had our stuff, had that platform in a bag? We wouldn't, unless we killed them and looked in their bags.
True. We may want to check first just so we have the grounds to accuse them of something if they did do something, or be like, oh, they did leave it alone.
Wait, are you talking about the portable hollow point or the platform?
Both.
Oh, well, the platform, I mean, I guess you didn't try to use reduce on it, but that might still be too big to carry, even if it was reduced. But yeah, they could have taken the portable platform for sure.
I mean, I thought we asked
portable hollow point.
I thought we explored that option or like asked that option when we were there before, and I can't remember if it like couldn't be moved or couldn't be reduced or couldn't be carried even reduced.
In theory, if you had enough people, you could possibly move it, but yeah, it would be hard to do.
Okay, so it is possible.
So whenever we talk to Warforged again, need to be like, hey, please help. We need to move this ASAP.
But where will we move it? Where's safer?
To their land for now, at least.
Okay.
They have a very secure vault. And if we do have anything else that we want to believe with somewhere safe and not have on us at all times, they would probably be our best bet till we have a house built.
No, platform something you stand on. Stupid axe.
Wait, the axe might actually have knowledge about that platform, or at least knowledge of the doors we were able to recover.
What's he stand on?
No, axe stupid.
Well, what's the stupid it's saying?
Axe stupid. Doesn't ask about platform, doesn't know you stand on platform. Stupid axe. Don't worry. Axe stupid. I'll handle.
Oh, boy.
Pretty fucking on point. Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right. Well, my vote is to go to the vault, but I'll bend to the will of the group.
Thalia, do you have a way to get into the vault, or without us removing our camouflage from the door?
Yes, I do. Actually, I've prepared. My brain isn't working. It's the thing
Dimension door, is it?
Yes, thank you, Dimension Door.
No, I've personally never had the spell, so I wasn't even sure if that was right.
No, it's Dimension. I've got Dimension Door, so I can get us in, and we can collect what we can, and get out again.
Okay. Well, we could plan along the way, but I would, if we can do something like that, that might be useful. But who else votes? I think I'm with Thalia on returning to the vault first.
Wait, Z, do you have enlarge reduce on you?
Auntie has, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, awesome. Just in case we can't get the last of the pillars.
I do not have stone shape.
One thing I'll mention, because you may have kind of looked into this last time you were there, the vault is somewhat protected from teleportation to prevent people from just poofing through, like using that to get past the door. And there was a dimensional anchor on the area, so people couldn't just teleport into the vault.
Do we still have all 3 keys?
I think you do. I mean,
I think we do too. We wouldn't have just given up the key.
Wait, you told us that we couldn't relock it with the keys.
Yeah, so it's not.
okay.
Yeah, it's not. So the spell that was sealing it, like the magic spell, is broken. But yeah, there's probably still dimensional anchors preventing you from teleporting into it. You would have to just open the door.
Okay.
So you have stone shape and then stone shape again.
I don't have stone shape prepared.
There might be some stone shaping needed.
Well, if it's like if it stops teleportation inside, we go in and we see stone shapes there. Good chance they in the exact way you left it. Good chance that they didn't go in.
True. Yeah.
We don't need stone shape because we can dimension door in and out. So.
I think Lou was saying perhaps you can't.
He just said we couldn't.
Yeah, you can't do that.
The dimensional anchors would prevent people from doing that to get past the door in the first place. Because the vault was protected from such easy
well, we didn't
entry.
We just had this conversation. Never mind. Just ignore me.
Okay.
So I did not prepare stone shape.
Nor did I.
So, but it's night, and we could just see if it's been disturbed, and if it's not been disturbed, then we can come back tomorrow because we have to rest anyway.
So as you're standing here talking, give me a d20 roll.
Shall I do that again?
Yes, or someone.
I think you're the
D20 roller.
designated D20.
Bring our fortune or doom. Oh.
Bring fortune or doom. Money just teleports in now. So 13. Alright, no, it's still quiet. Continue.
Pet dragon.
I was going to say, that's 2 13s in a row there for my...
It's actually a pretty good number to roll because it's around the middle. So you're not going to be usually too far away from when I roll. But anyway, sorry, what are you doing?
Well, sounds like we want to check out, see if the door has been disturbed. But I think since we can't get into the vault right now, then that's all the more reason we should pursue these tracks while they're still fresh.
Quite agree.
We can pursue the tracks and then come back once we have the proper preparation. And bring
Agreed.
some, hopefully, Warforged too, so that way we can actually move the platform.
So the group... sorry, go ahead.
Is it alright?
Alright, so the group is choosing to pursue these tracks. So I just need survival checks, up to 2 of you, to follow the signs of passage.
Is Zalia's enhance ability still up?
Yeah, it would be.
Can it constantly mutter guidance to her?
Alright, 18.
I don't know if it's going to be as good as yours, though. I should have cast it on you. Oh,
No!
Nice.
plus guidance. 28.
Alright, so you are following the tracks through the darkness into new areas. Do you want to try to map this?
Yeah.
Alright, so
what I
then-
do.
If she's not doing it, Theo's gonna do it. Like, if she's busy following the tracks, then Theo's behind her, mapping things.
So you can spend a piece of paper to start mapping the northern undercaves. You can give yourself another map as you're going through this area.
Okay. I will use a piece of this.
Alright, so you're going kind of slowly as Zalia's watching for signs of passage and kind of scribbling down notes as the different cave options present themselves, and you follow. As you're going, Beldani, you would hear something coming from a northern cave nearby you.
I'll just gesture to everyone to stop for a minute and say, there sounds like something coming from the north. Let me see if I can determine what it is, and then I'll take maybe 20 or 30 steps, 30 feet, or take steps 20 or 30 feet closer to this sound, trying to be quiet as possible, and see if I can determine what is making this noise or get any more information, like what kind of noise it is.
Alright, so you're trying to scout it out?
Yeah.
Give me a stealth check. Oh, very nice. So you disappear into darkness. And I just need one moment to do something here. So you sneak closer as the sound kind of vanished. Whatever that temporary noise was is gone. It sounded like possibly footsteps to you. And As you kind of turn a corner in the shadows, what's your passive perception?
20.
And you have no light source right now, right?
That would be correct.
Alright, so 15. Alright. So you're looking around in the darkness, kind of scanning the area. You don't see or hear anything. Back at the group... And I might need a map for this, actually. A figure steps out of the shadows. So give me a moment to set the scene here. So Ivor's here. Theo. Betha. The Professor. Donnie. Does someone want to play Donnie, or should I just keep him in the background?
I mean, it's not the same without Donnie.
Right? We need Donnie.
Alright, so who wants to play Donnie?
David should play Donnie.
I can.
Alright, I'll let David play Donnie.
Their names are similar. Yes.
David, Donnie. Bell, Donnie.
Oops.
Ooh, Betha.
Shame on me.
What did Betha do?
I was dragging, I'm using a trackpad, and I was dragging the torch across the screen, and I like dropped it early on accident. So I illuminated further down the cape than I probably should have.
Well, I haven't revealed anything yet, so that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I only see stone. So.
Alright, so Donnie, let's see, we'll give you to Bell Donnie. And you can, yeah, you got your torch out, alright. So Bell Donnie, you're like over here at this point. And a strange looking figure seemingly comes out of nowhere. He has a dark looking cloak on, which mostly covers him. And he appears to be human, though maybe slightly pale.
Is it Botcher?
He's back. No, you don't recognize whoever this is.
I was about to say, Betha, find a hole, quick!
So is that person just near Bell, Donnie, or?
He's near you all. Beldani didn't notice whoever it was.
Okay.
So as he steps out of the shadows, he says, my. There are quite a few people walking around the undercaves these days. Who are all you? More soldiers from above?
Not exactly. My name
I don't
is...
see anyone.
Move further this way.
I don't think you can.
Yeah,
Yep.
the voice is coming from over here, so... Or, wait, sorry. Yeah, the voice is coming from northeast a little, so you might not see him yet.
Oh, okay.
My name is Ivor. May I ask what your name is? And as I look at this individual, you mentioned that they're quite pale. Like,
Yes.
does it look like they're unnaturally pale?
Do you have religion?
Religion? No. I do have Arcana, but I don't know if that's
Yeah,
relevant.
I have religion.
So religion might tell you something as you look at this person.
Shit.
Yeah, they definitely look unnaturally pale. This might be some form of undead. So
Undead?
sorry.
You don't say.
Yeah, exactly. So sorry, what were you saying, Ivor?
I introduced myself and asked this individual what their name is.
He says, I am Horun. He says, I travel these caves as I am looking for... He says, I have been traveling through the caves looking for something to satiate my hunger, and it seems I may have found something. He kind of smiles.
Alright, can I, I'm getting creepy vibes from that. Can I attempt to see what he means by, can I intuit his intentions when he mentions this?
Yeah, you can make a... Are you moving, Beldani? So you would hear these voices, Beldani, from back of the group. Were you trying to move over and see what's going on?
I'm just closing the gap a little bit, but I want to remain hidden from whatever this shadowy figure that I see is.
Alright, give me another stealth check if you moved. Oh yeah, so you're very quietly moving a bit through the shadows near the cave wall, and the vampire says, "You don't." Or sorry, I guess I just gave it away. The figure says, "You don't look like soldiers. Who are you?"
Well, that's a good question. I'll give you that, and I'll tell you at least part of the answer to it. We are not soldiers, that is correct. But how about we trade information for information then? If you would like to know who we are, I would be very curious to know who you are. You mentioned that you have been in these caves looking for something to satiate your hunger and that you have found it. I'm very curious to know what you mean by that.
He says, "Your blood calls to me."
Ah, well,
And
that is
he licks his lips a bit now. He says, "I can sense the warmth of your life."
Indeed. Is there anything that we can do to dissuade you from attempting to partake of it? Not necessarily because I am concerned for our well-being, but I am concerned for yours.
Harumph.
He laughs. He says, "What would you have that I need?"
Well, blood. I'm not trying to say that we should trade for anything. I simply recommend that you do not pursue any sort of course of action which you may be considering. As I see you lick those lips of yours, I would not recommend.
Give me a persuasion check.
Flash of
Okay,
genius.
Okay, I'll take that as well. I'm also going to use... Where's the thing? There it is. Oh, come on. What thing?
So 20 in total?
What is your flash gives for?
Yes.
Okay.
Link Flash of Genius.
Alrighty. Intelligence modifiers +4.
What are you gonna say? With your Flash of Genius. Yeah, like to assist him for that +4. What are you saying?
Remember, they don't like light too much, and we can just make light pop up.
Somebody do that.
It sounds more like a threat.
I've always imagined Flash of Genius is pretty much Theo giving a spark of what's inside of him to somebody for a second.
Even
Right.
if it does require a chiming in, like a participation in the conversation, if that is what the individual here says in response, then I would attempt to reply myself, saying, "It is not necessarily a threat. I do not mean you any ill will. It is legitimately, well, frankly, it's a guarantee. We are not to be trifled with, but we're also not trying to trifle with you."
At this point, you hear Donnie grumbling something to the axe, but you can't make out what he's saying exactly.
Give me another persuasion check. 13.
So the one that I made, did that not do anything? Because I just made it.
The first one, yeah, no, it did. It kind of.
Okay, if it did something, it did something. That's fine.
So he, you don't. Well, give me an insight check.
Sure.
Can I or Baith also insight?
Sure. Although he can't really hear inside your heads what you insight, but yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was for vampire. If not for vampire, then never.
So Beldani, you moved again. Give me another stealth check. Alright, so you reposition. So as you say this, he kind of smiles and he says, "Perhaps you underestimate us."
Well then, if that is how it is to be, that is how it is to be.
And seemingly out of nowhere, several figures move with blinding speed and then pause, appearing almost as if they just suddenly appeared in place in various positions around. And he says, "If you give yourself up, this will be easier. Perhaps we will just take some blood and not kill you."
I'll take my chances, thanks. And I will snap my fingers and brandish a tiny blue flame.
Alright, give me initiative rolls.
Trying to muscle us. Fucking idiots.
Oh.
Oh, whoops.
They're Dexy.
And just give me
That's
one
not
moment
good.
to look at something. Sorry, I wasn't actually expecting you to come this way, so I'm just making some modifications to my plans real quick.
Can you come this way?
I thought you were gonna go into the dwarven, the thing.
So did I.
Go break through the. I mean, I kind of had an idea of what the group might do, but I didn't think you were gonna follow these guys.
I mean, we were so obsessed with what was behind that wall before, and then we got back and we're like, "Nah, let's go down."
Wait, so we
I mean,
didn't.
it's not going anywhere, you know.
No,
Did we at least
it's
check
fine.
on-
It's just taking me a minute to recalibrate.
Did we check on the trolls as we passed by at least?
Yes, they are gone. Probably dead.
Oh, I get troll parts later. Yes.
Yeah, if you asked, I mean, you can probably ask Chiron what happened to them. He would probably tell you. But anyway,
They
so
probably hate each other.
yeah, exactly. Probably hate each other. So almost done.
I would like 2 actions on my first turn, and I'd like to go before the vampires. How about that?
I bet you would. All right. So the first person to act, as you kind of snap your fingers, are the vampires. So almost instantly as you snap your fingers, this guy's kind of like, and he jumps towards you, and he is going to do a. Oh, and since you haven't seen them before, or at least some of you haven't, this is what they look like. Alright, so yeah, he rushes at you, and he is going to attempt an unarmed strike as he moves with scary amounts of speed. It doesn't roll the best though. 16 versus AC.
A 16, excuse me, will hit.
Alright, so you are struck for 9 bludgeoning as he slams his elbow into you and puts you in a bit of a grab.
Okay, 9 bludgeoning.
This one speeds towards Theo and does pretty much the same thing. Going to grab you, or strike you into a grab. Rolls a natural 1, kind of stumbles as you kind of move sideways to avoid the punch.
Pays to be walking around in a can, pretty much.
This one flies over at Zalia, actually leaving the ground for a moment, and says, "Hello, my dear." Basically does the same thing, trying to punch at you.
Awesome.
Only rolls a 13, though, so that means you probably would dodge it, right?
I have 17.
Right, so you jump back, and he's kind of surprised. This one moves at Donnie. Come to me, orc. 20 versus AC. I think that may have caught him by surprise.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits.
Alright, so Donnie takes 4 bludgeoning and is grabbed.
As the I kind of forgot about this in the moment. As the one that hits me, as a reaction, I would like to take my hand and sort of just like stretch out in front of his face, and call up some hellish flames from the ground, requiring a dexterity saving throw from him.
Alright, so you hellish rebuke. He is caught off guard and will attempt a dex save. She seems pretty swift. 21, yeah, so he would jump to the side but be partially burned, taking 4 fire damage, right?
Correct, yep. And he does appear to, he appears to take all of that 4, is that correct?
Yes, it did full
Okay.
damage. This is damn you. From behind, in the shadows, another one appears as he moves up, probably from somewhere farther back in the cave. And another one. That's it for them. Theo, what do you want to do?
Step right there. Action, I want to Thunder Gauntlet punch this one first.
Alright, so he is surprised as your gauntlet suddenly lights up with thunder energy. What is this? So you punch him for 5 points of thunder damage as he stumbles back. And
Then
is
aiming for
attracted to you now.
Oh, sorry, I disregard that.
aim for the one in front of Ivor for a second punch.
Alright. 14, no, he would dodge out of the way.
Alright, and let me double check something real fast. New feature. Alright, so I'm going to use my bonus action to offhand hand crossbow.
Hey.
Alright,
And
do you have something to avoid the disadvantage?
yes, crossbow expert.
Alright, who are you shooting at?
I am going to shoot at the one that I didn't hit with a punch. and I'm going to use sharpshooter on this.
Okay. Oh.
Ah, that doesn't hit.
Right.
Oh wait, Aetha, help!
Do you think you're doing over there? Do better.
Thank you.
So Betha spends her reaction, giving you a reroll as you're taking aim. 25.
-5.
20 would. Let me check something from him. Yeah, that would strike. So he takes
15 damage. Yes.
You shoot him right in the center of his armor. He seems very upset. Anything else?
That is action and bonus action. That would be it for now.
All right. So something is happening as you would see a new creature seemingly appear out of nowhere. And let me show you what he looks like.
Oh dear.
He will seemingly step out of the shadows and say, "Surrender, or you will not survive this." Beldani, you think you hear, strangely enough, some chanting coming from somewhere north of you. Zalia, what are you going to do?
With my religion check, would I recognize anything special about that thing that just appeared?
Give me a religion check to see if you know what this is.
Okay.
So, this is something called a Mind Drinker vampire. You know it is a spell-casting vampire. They have lots of spells for illusion and trickery, and they also tend to attack the mind, doing psychic damage.
Don't say. All right. Good to know. Is it my turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
Okay. I will cast at 6th level Intellect Fortress.
Alright, so you begin concentrating as you surround yourself with an Intellect Fortress. And
We're surrounding all of us. 6th level. Right? Oh no, 4 of us.
4 of you, yeah.
4
Yeah,
of us.
you can't reach me, Beldani
Okay.
me. So
I will. Let's see.
I don't think she could see you over there anyway, because you're hiding.
I have a pretty good.
Remember, Theo's probably the last one you need to cast it on.
Why? Why would I think that?
Because he's smart.
He's-
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
If somebody's going to be able to resist intellect effects other than you, it'd probably be Theo.
Right. I'm gonna cast it on Ivor, Donnie, Betha, and Theo. And then I'm going to risk an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Well, actually, that would be 2. I'm not gonna. I'll stay right. That is the end of my turn.
Alright, Donnie. Or Beldani controlling Donnie.
first, I'm going to rage.
I love hearing you say that. Let me say this all calmly.
And then I'll just say to Dumex, time to show him, and attack the one standing right next to me. I'll attack recklessly.
Just make sure you hit.
Okay, why can I not? Oh, there we go.
So 16 would strike. If you're recklessing, you can take
Right.
an advantage attack. So yeah, 24 would strike. That would be
So 12 slashing
points of
damage plus the
Plus-
Divine Fury.
Yep.
Another 10, so 22 damage. Oh, well, the radiant damage, they might take double on that. I don't know.
They do not. They take normal damage on it, so he takes 22. As there is an explosion of radiant energy, and he looks very upset.
And Donnie gets 2 attacks per round, yes?
Yes.
So second attack, again, 16 to hit.
So for that one, this guy is going to spend a reaction and parry the attack, which would give him enough AC to dodge it. Ching. Anything else, Donnie?
I think that is it.
All right, Betha.
Would anything from Betha's experience or training give her a concept of whether or not daylight, magical daylight, actually counts as sunlight?
So
Like from the light
I mean,
spell?
if the spell says it counts as sunlight, which I'm not sure if it does.
It doesn't.
So no, it doesn't. It wouldn't count as actual sunlight.
Is there a sunlight spell?
There's
There's
daylight.
a more powerful one
Oh, there's
than daylight.
Yeah.
Daylight is the one she has. There's a more powerful one. I forget what it's called.
But you're wondering if daylight counts as sunlight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the description of the spell offhand, but I want to say it doesn't. Like for vampires.
I mean, that would be my expectation, but I wasn't
I think
sure.
I think technically you're
Since
correct in that
Ivor
it
used it
doesn't
as a
say that
threat.
it is.
Yeah, so things like with that would turn to dust from sunlight. I don't think that would do that to these things.
Right. I'm just wondering if Betha would have any reason to expect that, since Ivor used it as a threat, used light as a threat.
Theo
would
did.
she have any reason? Or Theo, sorry.
It's Sunbeam that makes
Actual
Sunbeam.
sunlight.
Yeah, I knew there was a more
Dawn
powerful
of
one.
sunlight.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're gonna cast daylight?
I was asking if Betha would have any understanding of that.
Yeah, you don't think it actually counts as sunlight with your knowledge of religion.
Okay. I think I'm gonna cast Aura of Purity.
Alright.
I'm not real sure what. I don't think Betha knows what these things are capable of, and she's not liking how this is going, so she's just trying to put out some blanket protections here.
Alright, so go ahead and put a 30-foot aura on yourself.
Hey, can't become diseased. Might stop us from being vampires.
If I remember correctly, they might be fairly charismatic and try to charm you too, but
Yeah.
And then she doesn't really have any useful bonus actions. I'll go ahead and put some magic stone on some pebbles, but that's my turn.
Alright. Donnie, what are you doing?
All right, I'm gonna move forward and sneak attack the one directly in front of me.
So if you're moving up to him,
I'm assuming I'll need another stealth check. Because he still doesn't know where I am, presumably.
yeah, I'm just trying to think if you could stay hidden when you're like within 5 feet of him if he has dark vision.
Could be because of the quick movement from hiding to there.
Right, I mean, assuming I do not enter his line of vision.
Well, how far did you move there?
20 feet.
So, and your normal speed is 30?
Yes.
So you can make a stealth check at disadvantage because you would be moving at more than half speed. And I'll see if he sees you.
With the boots of Elvenkind, since they make me make no noise,
Yep.
counteract the disadvantage.
Sure. So normal roll.
Normal. Beta already used her reaction, but a natural one is still a 23, so...
Yeah.
Reliable talent, yo.
Alright, so you would seemingly pop up out of nowhere. Go ahead and give me an attack at advantage.
Nice.
That is amazing. Natural one, you're still like, that's 23.
Dude, I'm gonna love if he just like one-shots a motherfucker.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that was a crit.
Wow.
Oh, and bonus action would have potent poisoned the dagger. So,
Bill sensed undead.
He's like, no,
completely.
get out of here.
So
Jesus.
that would be.
Oof.
So the necrotic is resisted. So that's a lot of numbers. I'm trying to discern what's necrotic and what's not.
Necrotic would be
Just the
6, and the 2 6s are necrotic. The necrotic damage is 6, and then the necrotic critical is 6. And then there's also
Alright, so
4D.
it's 11, 26, 37, and then another 25 from the sneak attack. It's 57, 62, 6 is 68.
Yes, and then a DC 14 con save, or they take another.
Oh, well, these guys.
19 points of poison damage.
I don't think they can be affected by poison, but let me double check that.
Hell yes, Bell. I feel so sorry for Z student.
Strangely enough, they don't. Huh. Usually undead are immune to poison, but it doesn't say that on these guys.
I think it's just because they're like vampire hybrids or some such.
Yeah,
right?
alright, sure.
Yeah.
Poison damage, so how much poison is that?
It would be 19 if they fail a DC 14 con save.
Con save, alright, so they will con save.
Please tell me you one-shotted the vampire who threatened us.
They will not fail it. Oh, well, this guy threatened you. Those two just seemingly appeared from nowhere.
Okay.
Then...
Yeah, you would make the poison save.
The rest of the damage would still apply, but with the poison, it's all or nothing.
Alright, so Beldani pops out of nowhere and gets a really nasty hit on this guy. As the dagger kind of pierces his side. Anything else, Beldani?
No, because that's my action, bonus action, and movement. So,
Alright. So Ivor, after all this happened, you finally get to do something.
Yeah. Decisions. Well, I was considering a great many things. Let me see if that is going to 5, 10. Well, that should be fine. But yep, I think I will do it. Okay, so okay, I will. See, how would this happen? I'm grappled. Yep, okay. So I'm grappled by the dude. I'll just sort of like, I assume that I'm attempting to like contest this grapple with a free hand, just arbitrarily, not mechanically. And with my other hand, I will, the one that like sparked the blue flame in it, I'll just like draw it across the ground in a line. And we'll change the color here. Yeet. Through the, oh, it's gonna be a square. That's not what I want. Out. There's too many squares. Free hand. No. Oh my gosh.
What are you trying to do?
Place. I'm trying to do a wall of flame.
Oh.
Can I do it like this? Nope. What in the tarnation?
What in the tarnation?
What in the fire nation? There we go.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, there we go. Something like that. A blue, super hot wall of fire pops up, requiring, I think, immediately a dexterity saving throw from this fella right here.
All right. So he will indeed try to save. Oh, but he rolls poorly. 12 versus AC.
Yeah, he will take
dex.
he'll take a 29 points of extra toasty.
So he is burned. Does he get to move in response to that, or is he just burned?
He's just burned. On
Alright.
his next turn, he can attempt to move.
All right. And I assume the fire is going out this way.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's just beyond being toasty for Bell.
Yeah, and you don't have to make that straight, right? You can make that however you want, that wall.
It does have to be straight. You can't arc it, but it can be at an angle. So I was attempting to do that basically more along the lines of this trajectory here. It just was.
So one of the
more difficult
options
than
is
anticipated.
polygon line in the
That's
draw.
what I was trying to do.
Here,
Polygon line.
And you can just make 2 points, and that'll make the line.
Oh.
So like you.
Oh,
you
well,
press
you
it-
deleted me faster.
Wow, we defeated him fast.
Woohoo!
Oh yeah, that's way easier. Thank you.
Oh, I deleted the thing. Hang on.
It's okay. We made him run away.
It was really about Donnie.
Oh yeah, he saw Bell just pop out of nowhere.
I was like, yeah, fuck that.
Oh, Shadowkai, run!
I think he was here, right? Alright.
Yes, maybe.
So, unfortunately, I think that is going through Theo's space, so Theo would have to make a dex save as well.
Woohoo!
What the?
Well, then, if that, I was under the impression that since it was not occupying his entire space, that was not the case. So I would, of course, adjust. Though,
Did I fail?
hold on, where'd my
well,
polygon
he's
go?
adjusted.
No, you don't have to. He's not going to put it through you.
If it goes through any part of the square someone's in,
Oh,
like,
God
You could
damn it.
probably get this guy if you have to
Yeah.
adjust it.
That's what I'm attempting to do, but
Couldn't you?
Start one square down over here, and then
Yeah.
use this
This ball
bar.
again.
There, you should get him.
we'll try this one. There we go. Yeah, whatever.
alright, so that's fine. Alright, anything else, Ivor? So you're concentrating
No.
now, right?
I am. Yep.
Alright, so the vampires go. This one would yell, "There are several casters, bring them down first." And he's gonna come over this way and give you a punch in the face, Ivor. Pop. Actually, he's gonna attack you with his rapier since someone else is already grabbing you. Shing! So he draws steel from his side. And he's gonna stab at you.
The grapple counteract the disadvantage I gave him?
Actually, the grapple would not give any. No, so it should
Yeah,
still be disadvantage.
The grapple doesn't affect. It doesn't give this guy advantage or anything. So
Nifty.
he is just going to attack at disadvantage. Rapier. Haha. 10 would miss you as the distraction from Theo pays off. This one is going to say, "I will take my targets, you take yours." And he is going to attempt to bite Donnie. Arr.
Oh no.
20 versus AC, I believe, would hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
So he bites into Donnie, dealing 9 piercing and 8 necrotic. And Donnie's HP is reduced by 8. And this guy
Donnie
gains 8 hit
Does have
points.
resistance to necrotic, right?
Yes. So
Alright,
that would
so-
only be
4. His HP is reduced by 4, and this guy gains 4.
and he would also only take 4 from the piercing because
Yeah, because he's
raging.
exactly. So yeah, so you take 4 and 4. This guy here looks at Zalia because you were chanting, I believe, right, Zalia?
I did cast a spell.
Yeah. So he is going to try to grab you again.
Okay.
Come here, wizard. Unarmed strike. Oh, you know what? Well, 13 would miss, right?
Yes.
He will take a second unarmed strike, because I haven't been giving them their multi-attack. Because they were so surprised by you guys. Oh, that would be a crit.
Okay.
So he grabs you, dealing 6 bludgeoning. Quite the impressive crit.
Okay.
And for his third attack, he's going to try to bite you. 12 versus AC, I believe, would miss.
That does miss.
Alright, so you kind of push him back as he goes. And is
So
unable
do you need a con save for me for...
yes, if you are, which I believe you are concentrating, yeah, you're fine. So this guy looks at Ivor, and you hit him, right, Theo?
I've only hit this one with the distraction.
Oh, okay, that's why it's not marked. Okay. He is going to first attempt to bite you, Theo.
Alright.
Oh, and Donnie would have been charmed by that bite, but luckily Betha's aura is stopping the charm. 22 versus AC.
Hits.
No, this is against Ivor, sorry.
Oh,
I misunderstood. So this guy here is attacking me?
Yeah, this guy's attacking you, the one who grabbed you.
Gotcha. And you said that was what to hit?
22.
Yeah, 22 does hit.
Alright, so you're bit for 7 piercing and 8 necrotic. And he does his whole blood drinker thing, taking the 8 to his HP, and your max HP is reduced by 8.
Okay.
nice.
I don't know why my HP isn't correct.
You have to change it and roll 22.
Since the level up, yeah.
No, it's like way out of date.
So that was those 4. Oh wait, he's also going to take some punch attacks on you, because he does have multi-attack. Second attack is a unarmed strike. 10 would miss you. And third attack is a 16, which I think would strike you.
It would just strike me, yep.
Alright, so as he bites you, he also punches you in the stomach for another 10 bludgeoning. And once again, Betha's aura prevents his bite from charming you.
Okay.
So this guy here is not at all happy with Beldani. He's going to move up this way and attempt to... Oh, do we lose our wall? Oh yeah,
No, I took it down because I fucking lost concentration.
Oh, well, if that happened... oh wait, no, he was here. Or no, that's Beldani. What am I doing? Where were you, Beldani? I think you were
I was
here.
here.
And
I
he
was
here.
there.
Okay. So yeah, wall's down. No, he's not going to disengage because that would give you a sneak attack. So he's going to come up here and take some attacks on Beldani.
I could see Beldani before, and now I can't.
Oh,
Yeah,
did we move him too far? Should he be here?
I think he was there, yeah.
Yeah, I
Alright.
think you said.
Because he looks like the vampires. That's why I thought he was a vampire. So yeah, he's going to try to punch you with his unarmed strike. 13 versus AC.
That would miss.
Second one, 24 versus AC.
Oh, that would hit.
Alright, so he you block the first one, but then he lands his other hit for 9 bludgeoning, grabbing you. And he's going to try to bite you. 18 versus AC?
That would miss.
Alright, so you managed to fight him off. This one was scared of the wall, but now he's just going to casually come up here and flank and attack you as well. He draws his rapier, since the other guy grabbed you already. Shing. And he takes 3 rapier attacks. So the first and the third miss, but the second is a 26 versus AC.
That definitely hits.
So you're dodging around, trying to avoid his hits, but he lands a stab for 12 piercing.
Alright, I am going to uncanny dodge to reduce that to 6.
Alright, so you spend your reaction. Yep. That's it for the vampires. Theo.
I am going to put one beside me first.
And this one would yell, something is protecting them. Alright, so you punch that one. Oh yeah, 29 whap. So he takes another 6 as he stumbles sideways, hissing at you.
Alright, I'm going to punch the one who was loudmouth.
Alright. So he is going to go haha and parry your attack. Ching! With his blade.
Alright, and then bonus action going to shoot the one that fell hurt. Sharpshooter.
Alright, so you take a sharpshooter shot at which one? This guy?
Yes.
Alright. 22 minus 5
Yes.
is 17, and he cannot parry ranged, so he takes 19. Oh, is that a magical crossbow?
No.
Alright, so he takes 9 points of damage as it kind of goes thunk, and he just looks at the wound, as it did not hurt him as much. Anything else?
Going to note that for future turns. That is it.
Alright, the Mind Drinker Vampire. So you would see what looks like another one come out of the shadows over here. He's concentrating on something, and he is going to look over at Beldani and try to do Mind Siphon.
Oh, I'm right.
Give me a intelligence save. Alright. Oh, that is just enough. So you take half damage as he kind of looks at you and his eyes flash. So you take 15 points of damage, or sorry, 14 points of damage psychic.
Alright, I'm resistant to psychic damage thanks to the armor, so...
Alright, so you take 7, and he looks at you funny, as if you think he's reading something from your mind. He says, interesting. This one here begins chanting.
Wait, which one?
This one up here, the other one, just starts chanting, as if he's... Alright, so you cast Counterspell, spending your reaction, and it seems like his spell fizzles. And he goes, ah! That is it for them. Zalia.
Okay.
And he yells, hold him, as he walks up to Beldani.
I'm gonna stand my ground. I think I'm not gonna move, so I would like to cast Fireball at level 5. And I want to put it... Let's see. And...
Right there?
I guess... Yeah, I want to get both the Mind Drinkers, so yeah, I'll put it right there. And I will exempt my compatriots, obviously.
Alright, so you exempt your compatriots. So let's see. That's 4 of the Blood Drinkers deck saves. Wow, bad rolls. So 2 of them make it, 2 of them fail. So 34 damage So the first one failed. Oh wait, no, that's Ivor. This guy takes 34. And he looks wounded. This guy made it. So he takes 17. This guy failed, so he takes 34. And this guy made it, so he takes 17 and dies.
Woohoo! Get him.
The Mind Drinker... he would make it, so he takes 17. And has to make a concentration check, which he will make. Alright, so he continues holding whatever spell he's doing right now. Why did it go away? That was weird. And this guy seems to have failed it, so he takes 34. And he looks... Actually, let me double check something before I say that.
I like this music.
Have the music turned up.
Ah.
Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to double check a spell. Yeah, he looks wounded as well. Anything else, Alia?
No, that's all for me.
Alright, Donnie.
Alright, I will just continue wailing on the guy that has grappled me.
Alright, Donnie starts swinging. 20 will strike him. As you cut into him for 9 points of damage. First attack.
And then some Divine Fury.
So 16 points of damage.
And then second attack with the battle axe.
Ooh, crit.
Nice.
Yeet.
If only it was a Divine Fury. So 17.
17.
Alright, he is looking wounded from that second attack. Anything else?
Good job, Axe.
You're damn right. Betha. You there, Betha?
I think you're muted.
Sorry about that. I'm talking to myself. I want to try to move a little bit closer to Elthani, but I can't get close enough. All right. Well, let me try and let's see. I'm gonna go. Is this difficult terrain? Where these rocks are?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. I'm gonna do a Word of Radiance right here.
Alright, so you move over there and cast Word of Radiance. Go ahead and link it. I think that's
I clicked it. Did it not show up?
Oh, there it
There
is.
it goes.
Alright, so Each creature of your choice has to make a con save. So you're affecting those two?
Yeah.
Alright, so they will attempt to resist with con saves. 22 and 15. So it looks like one of them made it, the other one failed. So how much do you deal? 11?
16.
Oh, plus it strikes. 1d8 radiant. Okay, so he would take 16 points of radiant damage.
Pretty cool for a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
I don't think that I have anything else. But that's it.
Alright, Beldani. You muted?
Oh, yep, sorry. I'm no longer grappled, so I'm gonna bonus action disengage. 5, 10, 20 to move here.
Alright.
And stab at the one next to Theo.
Alright, you stab at that guy. Oh yeah, 21 will strike him.
For 8 piercing, 3 necrotic, and 17 sneak.
Alright, so 28 points of damage. He is looking badly wounded from that attack.
And that is my turn.
Alright, Ivor.
I'm going to be a little irritated with myself because I wasn't able to keep my wall up. But I'm just going to do the same thing that I did last time. Well, similar. Saying aloud, "It's about to get real hot over there. I wouldn't stay there long." And yeah, oh nope. That is just off by enough to matter. Yeah.
You can burn me. It's okay.
No, there's a way to do it that I don't have to, so we're doing that way instead. Let's try that again. I'll get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Enacting a wall of flame from here to here, which should just perfectly not occupy any of the spaces that any of us are occupying.
That's true, although one side will probably burn someone on their turn, possibly.
If they end their turn there, absolutely it will.
Yeah.
And we're going to make the hot side the Theo side, because he invites that sort of shit into his life.
Okay.
Aha!
So...
Does it not do damage when it's put down?
It does,
It does.
only if you're in it.
So this guy goes, as he is affected by it. This guy has to do a saving throw. Dex save. He would make it, although he is very wounded already. And he dies.
Yes.
And I will use my reaction to absorb his soul.
So this other guy makes it as well, takes 15. And he is looking more wounded. The guy at the bottom makes a dex save. He would fail, so he takes the full amount, which is the 30. That's actually his first hit, though, so he's not wounded yet. And that's it for you, Ivor?
It is. This guy up here, did you say that he was affected?
Yes, he goes, and looks like he is burned some more.
Okay. Interesting. They are meatier than I thought they were, because I thought he was already wounded. Very well.
Alright, so the blood drinker vampires go. This one, I think since he's, well, he can't move through you guys anyway, because you're enemies. But what he's gonna do,
I technically can't see me either.
he's still grabbing you.
He is.
So he's gonna move here, dragging you here. which I think will force you to just take damage because you're pulled into your own wall.
It does. And unfortunately for me,
Like,
my wall is extra toasty now, which works against me in this particular
So you're like, haha, bird, and then suddenly it's like, what the? Oh god! Ah! As he pulls you into it. Aren't you resistant to fire, though?
I am, however, I have recently upgraded.
Oh, you ignore fire resist?
I do.
Oh.
So I'm trying to think of the best way. I don't want to cast it again. I just want to do the damage again. It won't let me do that. Actually, if I do this, will it let me do it then?
He goes,
Wow, yeah,
burn! So you
Jesus
take
Christ.
28 damage as you curse yourself for being so good with fire.
And I don't even think that's possible for me to. Well, let's see.
So you have to beat half of it.
Holy
correct?
shit!
Oh, you did.
You did. You beat it because it was DC 14, right?
Yep.
So yeah, you're okay. Or wait, 24?
Would it
No, the DC is 14.
That's weird.
Because I did 28.
Alright, so yeah, this guy pulls you in with a move, and then he's gonna try to bite you. So he does a bite attack. 19 versus... Oh wait, disadvantage, right? No, not disadvantage. So 19 versus AC.
That would.
So he bites you, dealing 9 piercing and 11 necrotic, which heals him by 11 and minuses 11 from your max.
God damn it.
Ivor and the max drain.
What the? That's the second crit con save you had, only to be followed by.
Roll 20 is a fickle mistress, and he's gonna try.
How much was the necrotic?
9
11.
piercing, 11 necrotic, and the 11 is drain.
I actually am resistant to necrotic, so I don't know if that changes how much that he.
Yes, it would. So he only heals for 5.
Wait, the wall just disappeared.
It did.
He failed to save.
He failed to save.
Oh, I thought that was against the bite and stuff. If that popped up, I would have Flash of Genius. But probably too late now, right?
Well, I would say that you could, because
Yeah, you should be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that's fine, sure.
I was late on that because thought it was something else. So
Alright, so go ahead and put the wall back up, and he's gonna do some stabby. Rapier, 11 and 8. Nope, those would definitely miss as you kind of hop side to side, avoiding the other two. So that's it for that one's turn. This one,
He will take fire damage as he ends his turn within 10 feet of that side of the wall.
he's gonna try to keep dragging you then.
Why? Okay.
Would he know that?
Yeah, probably. So, Theo, you would get an Oppie on him.
all right. Wait, no, I can't. I Flash of Genius.
Alright. So, let's see. He dragged you 10, 20, and he can go one more. Or, actually, he's out of danger here, right?
Wait.
No.
No? Alright, so we'll
If
drag
he
you
moves
one more.
5 more, he gives Batha an Oppie.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, bring it back.
I mean, she might not look. Yeah, I was
Either
gonna
way.
say. Except I now have blessed strikes. Mwah.
it's true.
Get him.
Did that come through? Is that not coming through?
It didn't.
No.
There it is.
There
There
it
it
goes.
So yeah, 17 would strike. However,
My rolls are really slow.
did he use his reaction yet?
No, I
Yeah,
think that's still
it says
from his
it.
last. I think
So-
that's from the last time.
Yeah, I think I
don't know
forgot
what
to
it
take it
is.
off. So he is gonna parry that shing with his rapier.
Does it not come off automatically?
What?
Not for that.
No, not for
Only
them
for
because
PCs.
They're all on one initiative roll. So
like a clump.
usually
Okay.
when the initiative ticks, it takes off the tick market. But since they're
You still have to do it manually on them?
I do, yeah.
Ah, okay. I'll try and watch for that. I didn't realize you had to do that.
Yeah. So he would use his reaction and parry that. This guy is gonna try to. Did he grab you, Zalia?
Yeah.
All right. So he is also gonna pull you into the fire.
Oh gosh. Oh wait, the fire didn't go down?
No, he made the save.
He's still in the fire vicinity, just so you know.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Well,
what's
he's
my
gonna,
damage?
Let's see. Go ahead, give him a
is-
damage roll.
And I said there was heat in between you. I didn't use.
Wah, wah. 29 points of damage.
Okay.
And he's gonna do some.
Well,
biting.
I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but I forget you can stop concentrating at a moment's notice. So
You wanna
if he
stop
starts pulling,
concentrating?
if he starts pulling Zalia through it, I'm gonna
Alright.
stop concentrating.
That's fine. So as you're like, no, Zalia, and you kind of drop the spell. So Zalia, you are not burned, but he is going to try to bite you. Arr. Uh, 19 versus AC.
Shield.
Alright, so as he's pulling you in, you throw your hand up, and there is a wall of shielding that knocks him back as he hisses. He's going to pull out his rapier. Oh, he has his rapier out. He's going to stab at Betha with his 2 attacks now that he sees you holding up your hand shielding.
Wait, isn't he holding on to me? Can he do that while he's holding on to me?
Yeah, he's got his rapier in one hand and he's holding you with the other.
Oh, I thought he stabbed me with something different.
He went to bite you.
Oh,
So he kind of went, "Ow." Yeah, he
Do
was
they
trying to...
get 3 attacks? I thought they were doing 2.
They get 3, yeah. 3
Okay.
melee. Only one of which can be a bite. So Betha, 20 versus AC on the first attack.
That would hit.
Alright, so he lunges, stabbing you for 10. Which would require... Yeah, you got it. Then the second one is a 21 versus AC.
That hits.
Alright, so he lunges and stabs you again for another 12.
I have Warcaster.
Alright, so you hold on to your concentration.
Wait, did I take a Warcaster? I know I was debating. Let me just double check. What did I take? I think it was Warcaster, but it might have been Resilient.
I think when we were talking about it in the chat, it was Resilient.
yeah, I think it was.
I think actually, let's see here. Yes, I have.
Yeah, I was like, your con save is 7, so I would.
Yeah,
imagine
so yeah, so I just lost aura.
Alright, so you are
What
distracted.
was the second damage?
10 and 12, so 22 total. And that is it for the, well, let's see, this guy went. This guy over here is going to go. He goes for Donnie, once again biting you.
Okay.
Natural
Just
1, or go ahead.
I was gonna say, just so you're aware, I can use Donnie's sheet, but I can't edit it, so I'm not able to update the hit points.
Oh, can you update them on, or his hit points? You mean in Roll20?
Well, I can in Roll20, but
So yeah, if you do them in Roll20, I think it'll affect his token.
okay.
Yeah, what was okay? Yeah, see, yeah, it's changing them on his token.
Okay.
So he missed with the bite and goes for 2 rapier stabs. 11 versus AC would miss. Were you recklessing?
I am.
All right, so 21 would strike for another 10, which halves to 5, and then a crit for 13, which halves to 6. So 11 points of damage total.
11 points of damage total. Alright.
This guy over here is going to run over to Beldani and attempt to stab or grab you again. 11 would miss with his first lunge. He tries to grab you a second time. 14 would miss again as you jump out of the way. And a third attempt, 10 would miss as well. So that's it as you dance around, dodging
Dancing all
his
around.
attack. Yeah, hop, hop. He's like, come here. That is it for the blood drinkers. Theo.
I'm gonna rush over to here and try and punch a thing out of the one who bit Ivor.
Alright. And I did... Yeah, okay. Yeah. Alright, so you rush up and punch. Oh, nice hit. He is struck for 12 as he's almost knocked off his feet with the first punch. And he is marked by you.
Yep, and then punch the one trying to drag Z.
Actually, I'm going to use the mark. There we go. Alright, so you punch at that guy who's grabbing her. Oh yeah. Bam. He takes 12 damage and is wounded. Nice
And
hits.
bonus action, shoot the one that I punched originally. Not magic, so damage half, sharpshooter.
Alright, so this guy, go ahead, take a shot. Ooh,
That
no,
missed.
he will dodge out of the way. Anything else? These are all such good rolls, I can't parry any of them.
I am going to try and get their reactions off and move up next to Bell.
So this one will do an attack on you. He's gonna do an R. Oh no, he can't because he's holding Zalia. Yeah, he's gonna stab at you. Haha, rapier. Nope, he completely misses, spending his reaction as he curses. That's it for
This one, I think, would have gotten its reaction back.
I don't think so.
no, because that was on his turn. He did it. Remember?
Okay.
Because Betha took
Just
a
making
reaction.
sure. Didn't want to, like, cheat
Well,
or anything.
that's fine. Yeah. So the mind drinker goes. He's not super happy about how this is going. 6. So he's gonna do a Hail Mary.
Oh boy.
He's gonna rush up to Ivor and attempt to grab him. Come here. But she does have flank for this, I believe. So he does an unarmed strike.
There is an ally within 5 feet of him. I don't know if that messes with Lake or not.
No, it doesn't matter. So 19 versus AC.
Yep.
Alright, so he does 8 bludgeoning, and he grabs you. And I think that's all he can do for this turn. But he is holding you now. And this guy up here is going to start chanting again.
Counterspell.
Alright, so you cast another counterspell as he yells, "Far." That is it for...
I love that we have actual casters going against us and it's not ability effects.
Yep. So that's it for the Mind Drinkers. Zalia.
From where I am, I cannot reach Ivor, right? I can't touch him. I can't move to scoot around this guy because he's holding me.
Unless you break the grapple or teleport.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Fireball again at level 4.
Alright.
And I will position it as follows. And I will exempt all my friends.
And yourself, right?
And myself.
So what is it usually for exemption? The level of the spell plus what?
Plus 1, I think. Hold on.
Yeah, I think it's +1.
Plus 1? Alright. I thought it was
Yeah,
plus
plus
1. I just want to double
1
check.
plus
in my
the
head.
spell's level. Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, that would be able to exempt everyone. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. 3 mind drinkers will be affected by that.
Wait, 3?
sorry,
Is there an invisible one?
Blood drinkers. So they get dex saves. Let's see if they roll better this time. A little bit better. So 2 of them make it, 1 of them fails. So the first guy makes it. He takes math 16. As he is burned by the flames. Second guy fails it. So he just goes poof, the one who's grabbing Ivor.
I think it's 17, isn't it?
It's
No,
33.
33. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Never mind.
Third guy makes it, so he takes. Try and nickel and dime me, Azalea.
I'm mathing over here.
Trying to mess with me. I have enough math to do. Don't challenge my math. Alright, so he is wounded. Then the Mind Drinkers. This one goes as he is burned by it. This guy will fail it. Oof. And the other Mind Drinker is badly wounded. Concentration on his spell. He fails, and this guy suddenly just disappears.
Like not die?
Oh, son of a bitch.
It was an illusion.
Wait.
Wait,
Just
what?
spells weren't real?
That just blew your mind. Was he casting spells? No, he wasn't. Bastards.
We just got out of an illusion dungeon, now we got these illusion motherfuckers.
It's the false Hydra. Anyway, he is very badly wounded. Anything else, Zalia? You just
I'm going to be extra traumatized because I've had a lot of bad experiences with illusions lately, and I would like to have some time to process this. But that's the end of my turn.
Yeah.
So this guy no longer appears to be concentrating.
Oh yeah,
right?
sorry. Yeah, he's
okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure I have my ducks correct.
Yeah. I love illusionists. They're such jerks. All right. Anyway, Zalia's done. Donnie, what are you gonna do? Second edition illusionist was like my favorite wizard to play.
David, are you muted again?
Oh, no, sorry.
Oh yeah, that's you, David.
I'm just like, I'm not used to responding to Donnie.
Donnie,
all right. Again, dude's grappling me, so 2 attacks recklessly.
Rah. Yep.
So 24.
Cut into him with the first one.
Which is 13 plus 3 for rage, which I had forgotten to do. So, and then Divine Fury, so total of 25 points of damage.
Alright, he looks badly wounded with the first attack. Second attack. Oh yeah, you connect again, cutting into him for another, 17. Which is actually just enough to take him down.
Do they turn into ash or they corpses?
Yeah. Actually, that's a good... I think they just are corpses. Donnie, you got drained a little from him, though, right?
Yes.
So is your max HP actually 131?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it was 135, so...
Got it. Alright, cool.
Yeah, and then
else?
I'm going to use my movement to close in on this other.
Alright, so you rush up with that guy. Betha.
Apologies, I'm reloading. My roll 20 crashed a couple minutes ago. Just got back in. I am probably going to... let's see. I'm going to run through Ivor here and put up Spirit Guardians.
Alright. So you spend a 3rd level spell?
My sheet open here. I believe that sounds right. It might be 4. Let me confirm. I'll link it in a moment.
Anything else?
That will probably be it. So it's third, yeah.
All right. Beldani.
All right. Going to take a strike at the one just north of myself and Theo.
All right.
That's a natural one. So,
Aetha! Do you have your reaction?
What are you doing? Stop being so clumsy.
all right. And a nat 20.
Oh, yes!
Wow.
Screenshot that. That's amazing.
I mean, for
So-
Roll20, that's becoming standard practice these days.
Detect a note of bitterness in your voice, Lou.
Oh, I don't care.
Are you
I don't
getting a lot of nat
I don't
20s
even
tonight,
like
too?
these guys. Betha, spend your reaction. So 8.
So it's a total of
22.
53. The necrotic is 2 damage. So
Okay. 40.
I got
50.
really bad rolls on both the necrotic critical, and the piercing critical. But
All right. So he is taken down.
How many points of damage was that?
51.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Anything else, Beldani?
I will use the little bit of my movement to close the gap to that guy, and that will be my turn.
All right, Ivor.
Do you have 2-weapon fighting?
I do. I know. I do. I
He has
don't
2
have
weapons.
a feat, but I have a weapon in each hand, and so I can use my offhand because they're both light and finesse. I just don't get my dex penalty or
But
my
that wasn't
bonus to damage.
Yeah, that wasn't an offhand attack, though, was it?
Right, I think that was just your first attack.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Well, yeah, you can make a second attack, but you can also save your bonus action, or whatever you want to do.
I'm actually going to use my bonus action to coat my weapon again, so that my next attack will have poison.
All right, go ahead and link it.
Oh, nope.
All right.
Oh, it ignores resistance?
Yes.
Nice.
But it's you can apply poison to a weapon or piece of ammunition as a bonus action instead of an action.
Yeah, because usually you can do it as an action. All right, so Ivor, what are you gonna do?
Well, first, yeah, I think so. First, I will hex this mind drinker vampire here, and although it's not very practical necessarily because of the proximity, I am going to cast at least one Eldritch Blast on him.
All right.
Holy shit.
Yeah, 20 would blast him.
Nice. I'll hit him for 9,
All
and
right, he goes down.
nice. He's also yeeted 10 feet just for fun. And then I will move 10, 20, 25 feet. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. And I will also Eldritch Blast this fella here.
Okay.
Whew.
Holy shit.
So he takes 14.
And 3 necrotic. Oh wait, no, never mind. That was on the other guy. But I do push him back 10 feet.
All right.
Does he take me with him or what?
No, that would break the grab if he's forced movement.
And then I will attempt to shoot him again.
Alright, that would strike a third time for another 14. And he is
I'll push
looking
him back.
wounded.
I'll push him back another 10 feet. And then I will move. Oh, I'm no longer grappled. Let me get that off of here. And then I will move my remaining 5 feet over here. And I will just. What actually got me wounded? Oh, me.
You
I'm
got
just going
pulled
to-
into your fire, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to look over my singed. Well, actually, it's not singed because it's fake. I'm just gonna be here, heaving and hoeing heavily, and end my turn.
All right.
Oh, and he was about to take damage, but he's not in the aura now.
Ah.
Yeah, Spirit Guardians.
All right, so he
Just
is
wondering.
Hello, awesome to push him around.
he is running, and I assume you're gonna try to chase him, right?
100%. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so
For
Theo,
He
sure.
knows us so well.
Fuck that guy.
He went this direction.
he flew this way. This way.
That way, okay. So I'd activate my Boots of Flying so I can just go over everybody's head. I don't know if that gets rid of difficult terrain from allies.
So probably not for the first one because you have to fly up and over anyway. So you'd probably still have to use extra movement.
I was gonna go diagonally first to go over Faith's head because she's like 3 feet.
Sure.
Or littler.
So
Yeah, it's fine.
10, 15, 20, 25. I still don't see him.
Well, you remember these things are really fast.
Yep, I move 30 feet down, and instead of using my action to dash, I'm going to use my action to Vortex Warp Beldani 90 feet towards my right in the direction that the vampire ran.
Holy shit.
Go ahead and link that.
Yep, and it's not cast, it's through the spell storing item, so I just press a button.
And you're going to choose to fail, I assume, Beldani.
Yes.
Alright, so you want to just send him 90 feet to the east of you?
Yes.
Well, you have to be able
Or
to...
as far as I can see, so 65 feet would be. This is as far as I can see.
Alright, so... Oh,
It'd be
actually,
60 feet. I have 60 feet of dark vision.
yeah, I can look through... Alright, so you can send him 60 feet. Alright. So I'll start him
It'd be
here,
right.
and then 60 feet.
Do you see him, Belle?
Spotted him.
Awesome. And
Overwatch.
that will be the end of my turn.
Alright, so Theo's done. Zalia, what are you gonna do?
I guess I'll see if I can see him. 5, 10, 15, 20.
I just called it a death strike on that thing, pretty much.
So, can you, I just whispered you?
What is that from?
My feet.
Oh, what feet?
Secret. I got it.
Or just whisper it to me.
I've got a secret. I've got a secret. I've got a secret. Hey.
Hold on. I did whisper it to you.
The feet?
Oh, hold on.
I didn't know there was a feat that even did that.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that one.
I told you about this week, that I was going to do this. I
Yeah,
didn't,
but-
or last week, I should say. I didn't take it last week because I wanted to roleplay it in, but...
Theo sniffs
I
the
don't
air.
remember
Your magic
anything.
smells different. Where'd that
I'm not
strawberry smell come
casting
from?
anything, so...
Yeah, there's no spell casting happening.
Nope.
No.
I love that Z inserted into it. Yep, nope, magic smells.
It does smell.
It's canon.
Pretty sure Theo's would smell like burnt ozone.
A little bit, yeah.
Smells like lost my arm. I don't know what that smells like, but that's what it smells like.
Oh, that was burning and pork, but
Huh, interesting. Okay.
oh, I can't wait till we get 9th level spells.
There you go.
Oh, wow. Okay. This changes everything. I will cast Firebolt at him.
I'm so jealous!
Ugh, damn it.
Alright, so you fling a firebolt.
Yeah.
Oh, Faith used reaction, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
Yes. Yep.
She gave a crit.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
you just send one flying through the cave. Donnie.
All right. I am going to. Can I make it? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I don't think I can.
Good ready. I'll take care of the rest.
40, and then aggressive for another 40, so I can get that close.
You could also dash.
Yeah, which I think I will do. Use my action to dash 20, 25, 35. Step on the other side.
Alright.
And close down there. And that is Donnie's turn.
Alright, Betha.
I guess we're following. So she's gonna. If I. Can I. I'm gonna shift into a giant wolf spider. Can I. Make my continual flame ring like not absorb into me and like be on one of my spindly legs or something.
It's a necklace. Necklace ring.
No, I
spiders
it
have
would
dark
be too
vision?
small for a necklace. Oh wait, that's why I chose the spider, because of dark vision. Never mind, forget it. She absorbs the ring. All right, so she becomes a giant wolf spider.
Alright.
They're still like tarantula size, right?
No,
They are large.
Medium creature.
They're large creatures. They're huge. You can ride them.
No,
Ooh!
the
they're
wolf
medium.
spider's medium. The giant spider's large.
Oh,
So
okay,
yeah,
then
they're just
I-
really big
they do-
spiders.
can I do the giant spider? Why do I not have that one in my list?
Might
Is
be
it a
because of
different?
root level.
Is it a different challenge rating?
I think the large one will be better than medium.
I could look up the giant spider if you'd like.
Giant spiders, I think, are CR1. So
Giant spider is CR1.
Yeah, it's out of my range. So yeah, so she's giant wolf spider. She's only medium. I guess she maybe couldn't carry anyone, but yeah, she's got 40 speed now, so she's gonna run 80 and take her spirit guardians with her.
Alright, go ahead, move 80.
And when I get to this point, I would look at where Zaylee and Theo are looking to get an idea of which way I should be running.
They are probably shooting things down this hallway or down this cave.
I left my torch behind again. All right. I think that was my original motion, and then I'll use 40 more. But I'm not sure if I counted right on that. I might be over a couple. 25. Okay, so I'm over by 5. So okay.
You can
So
use
I'll
Q
go-
to. Oh, there you go.
So I don't get close enough to get what we're chasing into my aura. But all right, I'm here now. That's my turn.
Beldani.
All right. I am going to step forward and position myself just on the other side of Donnie for flanking, and take a stab with the dagger Vasyuk.
Stab. Alright, 26 would strike as you rush forward and impale him on the dagger. Ah.
And then I'll just high five Donnie after.
Alright, and you give Donnie a high five. Alright, so the battle ends. What do you all want to do?
Where on earth did those come from?
Does anybody know if vampires pop back up?
Ivor kind of staggers as he is badly singed.
Actually, I don't think
I
was
imagine
quite right.
he's like smoldering, like he came out of a hot tub.
Would you just drop the illusion so people can see what you look like?
You look hot.
No, I mean,
Thank you.
You can't even tell that you're all burned up.
I didn't even think about that, frankly. Yeah, I suppose I certainly can. I will drop the illusion. I'm like quite scorched.
Oh god. Auntie?
Chitter, chitter. The spider looks at you.
Oh dear god. She's a spider.
gonna-
Hold on. So I'm gonna give you my potion that I have. Greater potion of greater healing. So I'll just roll it for you.
Okay. I was gonna say, well, there we go. I think that went appropriately. I was gonna say, perhaps we should say, oh, okay. And I imagine you just sort of,
Yeah, no.
Forward. You take it.
Open up.
Alright, so you feel a little bit better as you are given a greater healing potion.
As this is happening, I previously had seen that the professor was shooting firebolts down the hallway, and once I get to this point, I'm gonna take note of. Just gonna make a mental note of the distance there.
Oh yeah, Theo did too. He's gonna distract himself, seeing if he can loot anything good off the spellcasting vampire. And sitting there muttering to himself, and he's gonna pop back up.
Alright, so you would see that the spellcasting vampire actually has a couple of things. So you search him, he would have 73 gold pieces worth of arcane components.
Hey!
And he has a bunch of potions filled with blood, like potion vials. There are 15 vials of blood in his backpack.
Do you want to mark these down, or do you want me to put them in mine?
I'll take them, Theo. I don't trust Theo to be carrying around that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, it was 15 vials of blood?
Yes.
Does it... Oh, well, I suppose we can examine it later.
Can I try and defang all the corpses in case they do rise again?
Yeah, it'll take time, but I'm sure you could.
Guys, are y'all okay with me defanging all of them? Can make a nice necklace.
Just be quick about it, Theo. We've got to keep moving.
Would it be on estimate how long it would take?
So, one thing actually you might notice, one of the vampires, I'll say Theo, as you're kind of doing defanging, you notice that one of the vampires, give me an intelligence check. You might remember something.
Alrighty. Hey, nat 20.
One of them looks like a Esmira guard that you met a while back.
Oh, boy.
Oh no.
Zalia, do you know if there's anything extra we need to do to these to make sure they stay down? If there's any way to cure Vampirism?
Well, from what you had rolled from religion, blood drinker vampires, while undead aren't like they're kind of like light, almost light vampires. They don't rise like vampires do, like turning into mist and retreating. They just kind of die, and they can be affected by poisons as well because they are actually still partially living.
So they're like vampires.
Yeah, they're kind of like dampiers, but much more on the undead side than the human side.
Okay.
That's pretty.
So I don't
Honestly,
think
one of the reasons I did the Spirit Guardians was to like hit several corpses just in case. 'Cause I was worried about that.
Smart.
But yeah,
one-
none of these should rise again, as far as you know.
The one with the that I recognize and stuff, I'm gonna search him for personal belongings that I could take back to the guards for
Perhaps we
like.
should take the body of the one that we recognize.
Yeah,
I
if
guess
it's not gonna rise again, I'll go ahead and put him in my bag of holding / corpse holding.
Yeah. I mean, you can take his body. That's fine.
Should we
Hold on.
hide the
Okay.
others?
Could I sit down and rest?
Yeah, you all can start resting if you want.
Should we hide the other bodies in case there are more and they come through here? Perhaps giving them less information about
If
what happened here?
anything, if we're gonna rest here, Theo would take your time, search them all and all that for any potential gold, and stack them and
So
pile to.
yeah, Donnie drags this guy back and just kind of throws him on the pile. So if you're searching all of them, the blood drinker vampire basically just had. He has a rapier as well. He has a rapier and the vials of blood and the arcane components. The mind drinker has a rapier as well, I believe, right?
I'm sorry, I didn't get the arcane components. So what was that for the bag of holdings?
I think it was 73.
73?
Yeah. Oh, never mind. The mind drinker vampire doesn't have a rapier, but the other ones do.
Sorry, those are unrefined?
Components, so they're refined. It's not essence. They're
I
ready
will
to be
actually
used.
take.
So
will-
6 rapiers.
Yeah, I will take one of them for my
And
own.
I'll take
Which
the other
was
5.
one?
And actually, now that you notice the other thing, these do look like they are armaments from the Izmira company.
All of them.
Yes.
Alright, I'll put all of them into my bag.
Okay.
All of them? Wow.
It's
All of the
bringing back.
vampires?
It's
No. I'm just.
No, not
I was just
the-
clarifying. Did I hear that right?
any
Yeah.
of the ones that look like they were Asmiri scouts and stuff. This
They
could
all
be
do.
the
That's what you
hate.
said.
Well,
This
they all
is-
have rapiers from the Izmira company, but you only recognize one of them. They could very well all be guards from the Izmira troops.
But yeah, that doesn't mean we don't know. Yeah, we wouldn't recognize every Asmira person, but since I guess we could take them all in case they have, I mean, like I feel like the Asmira would want their bodies if these are their people.
Well, we have an empty portable hole. We're mostly empty.
That's
The cold,
true.
vast, like void space would preserve the bodies, perhaps.
But the question remains: what were they doing down here in the first place?
Yeah,
They may
one
have been
reason.
taken from the surface.
It's possible that they did not come down here of their own volition, but at least before they were dead.
We can look around, see if there are more trucks heading off that match the ones we followed into here, or see if the boots match. I'm pretty good with cobbler tools. Can I see if they matched?
You do that, I'm gonna have a little siesta.
Ivor, perhaps you should try those berries I gave you.
Ah, I will. Thank you.
You have 4 that are worth 8 HP each.
I'm gonna eat them all.
I figured.
You're gonna feel real full.
My God, but I feel so much better.
Sorry.
Fuller
What,
but stronger.
Let us know if we get the long rest loop. I mean, the short rest, because I'm gonna do arcane recovery.
so where that was, how much did you say the good berries healed each?
8. Because she cast them at level 5 when we did the long rest. I have it in the hourly spell effects. I had to go check the calendar to see what day it was and if that was last night, but it says it was 43rd at 8 a.m. So
Okay.
I am gonna continue to maintain concentration until the end of this long rest on Intellect fortress.
Long rest or short
Short
rest?
rest, you mean?
Short. I keep saying long. I mean short. Sorry.
All right.
While they're short resting, I'm going to use Cavalier tools to try and see if I can match the boot prints to what we were following. See if these were who we were following.
So it wasn't all boot prints, it was more just signs of passage. But, I mean, the trail would make you think that these are not the ones you were following.
Okay.
They may have just been another group of them down here. So, give me a d20 roll to see how this rest goes.
Right.
I would also like to look around and see how everyone's looking.
I'm a little bit singed as well. Well, not singed, battered, I guess is the word.
Yeah.
Not a ton. Nothing that the short rest isn't going to handle.
That's fine. These reset on the short rest, so I'd rather use them.
Is anybody going to turn into a vampire?
I was gonna say, both Donnie and Bill Donnie could use a bandaging.
Oh, before the rest? Yeah.
During or before, yeah.
During.
Let's see, you expend 2 healing kits
4
things.
Yeah, I need to subtract them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 total because I did Ivor first. So.
Okay. So you walk around attending to your party with first aid, making them feel much better. So the time passes,
and the rest of you have good berries as well. Betha didn't keep any for herself, but she gave 4 to each of you.
Yeah, I have.
4?
So as you're waiting here, about 40 minutes into the rest, you would hear. And could you actually, before I do that, where are you all positioned? Go ahead and move to where you'd actually be.
Yeah, I would have rejoined the group.
I think this might actually be where I'm at. I imagine I'm leaning up against this ridge here.
And I imagine I'm keeping an eye to the southern.
Alright, so you would hear
I would move
movement.
back. Sorry, I just was trying to subtract my.
I'm trying to watch the other side because I don't need a short rest.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, I mean, you could take watch while you're resting regardless. It's just light activity.
Is this a really high room with cavern and stuff?
So the ceilings kind of vary. It goes between 5 and like 20 feet in some places. But yeah, you would hear some movement over to the east as if something's approaching.
They put her ring away, but I didn't mean to take healing light source.
Beldani is the first to hear it.
Okay. Coming from
the east, over this way.
I'll just whisper to the group. I think we have company coming from the east.
I will mumble under my breath in Infernal, saying, God fucking damn it.
Can I use my boots of flying to fly into the darkness up above?
Well, the ceiling isn't. I mean, like, the highest you can go is like 15 feet in some places. It's not that high in here.
Never mind.
But yeah, you can flap a bit if you want. Doesn't give you much.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Okay, so. Some
Basically, get behind me,
time
please.
passes as you kind of wait, Beldani, listening, and now you all start to hear what sounds like a bunch of footprints. A bunch of footfalls coming in this direction.
We hear footprints now.
Should we take cover?
Perhaps we should. Theo! Fucking get back.
I'll scoot around.
I'm going to try and hide in these stalactites and stuff.
And Betha put her ring away.
Stalagmites,
so I don't currently see anything because I put my ring away.
Okay.
Oh, then I'll come running over and grab your arm and tug you this way.
Oh, you're moving me? Okay. She would follow, except I can't see. So I'll put the torch back out just to follow Zalia.
So
I'm going to try and hide.
Lead you through the dark.
I'm going to flash a genius myself to bring that up to 21.
All right, so you kind of hide up above. Donnie is in the background right now, I guess.
Can we do rolls to actually like hide in the like little?
So yeah, go ahead, make stealth checks.
Because I don't know if these caves loop around and they could be coming from down here as well.
Alright, so everyone, if you're hiding, make stealth checks. So
I'm not hiding, but I'm creeping forward, trying to be stealthy.
Oh, look at me go! I'm learning from Baldani.
Nice.
So Theo, Beldani, you see something
Holy
rushing.
shit! My nat 20 is 23, and your nat 1 is 23.
Yeah, a bunch of ghouls come rushing around the corner. What do you want to do?
Their information?
No, they're just kind of running. They don't look like they're in formation. That just happens to be how I set them up. They don't look like they're running at you. They're just running kind of through the area. But you don't know if they've seen you or not.
Like a speed march, like they've been given directions to go somewhere and they're on their way.
Maybe they are dashing.
And I can see that Belle's not hiding, correct?
Yeah, and
or are you hiding?
They don't seem. No, I think he said he was just kind of stalking.
Right. I'm trying to be unseen, but I'm not like deliberately ducking around a corner or anything like that.
All right. So if they do see you, you're not sure, but they continue rushing this way. Does anyone want to do anything?
Apart from hide?
I'm just gonna watch them go.
All right. So if no one does anything, they will continue running down the cave and out of sight.
When you say down the cave, like
yeah, I was gonna say
back this way, just past you.
Is that the way we
do I
came
see
from?
them run through here?
Well, it's sort of the way you came from. You guys came from the west, so it would be
actually, there's no light, so never mind.
Yeah.
So is that the from where we are? You know, whether it branches beyond our scope of vision or not. As far as we can see, it looks like they've gone the direction we came from, ish.
Yeah, sort of. You guys came more from the southwest. They were heading west.
Okay.
So they kind of headed this way.
All right.
But yeah, that's all that happens, and that doesn't interrupt your rest because there wasn't combat or anything. So what do you want to do? After that, your rest would finish. So it is now probably about 10:30 p.m. at this point with all the traveling and the fighting.
I'm going to cast Dark Vision on Bake then.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, so you don't need to cast it on yourself, huh?
You're not there.
Oh, I wondered why when I deleted my torch, like yours wasn't out.
But yeah, you would finish your rest if you needed to spend hit dice or anything.
Oh, cool. All right.
How long does the dark vision last? I forget.
8 hours, I think.
Perfect.
8 hours. But yeah, just mark it in the spell stuff.
That's what I'm doing.
But I guess this might be a good place to stop. I assume you're going to continue following the footprints, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so why don't we do MVP votes? As the group is tracking this new mysterious undead through the caves. Or it might be undead, because you haven't found them yet.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Alright, I got 4 votes. I think I just need Betha.
Oh, sorry, I was recording. Okay. To chat.
David, that 2030 is ridiculous.
I love it. I'll have you know that I have made several character concepts as a result of you teaching me that reliable talent is a fucking thing.
Yeah, reliable talent is.
It's outrageous. It's my Thursday night character. We've just hit 11. His minimum roll for any social check, 20. That's his whole thing. Man talks to people.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited for
You
that.
should hear his accent too. It's phenomenal.
Just go watch some of those videos or chime in this Thursday.
Is it the earlier or later game? Later, right?
It's a 5:30
Same
Mountain.
time as this, yeah.
Yeah, same time as this. Yep.
So Beldani with 2 votes, your MVP. Congrats.
Congrats.
Thanks, everybody.
But yeah, hopefully everyone had fun. Welcome back to Isaac.
Yay!
There are vampires here now.
There are vampires.
Dope.
And
Fantastic as always, team.
what do you want to guess that Elodie has something to do with it?
It's always Elodie's fault.
The
Well, I'm sure she
vampires.
has something to do with the ghouls that marched by.
Yeah, the ghouls. Yes, the
guilty.
vampires. No, I don't
Maybe.
think she's responsible for those.
Well, I guess we'll find out in the next
Next
however
time
many
on
sessions.
Misfits.
Bell's
Honestly,
like,
guys-
every undead here is because of her now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
if
She's
everything-
undead
Betha
now, we
could
don't
have
know.
seen those
Everything's her
ghouls,
fault now.
she might have. If Betha could have seen those ghouls, she might have turned undead.